Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome back to another Minecraft episode on the AlphaCraft server. Right, today I'm going to try and cram in quite a bit today. I want to build the aquarium behind me that was inspired by BPDorian, which was a guardian temple and with guardians in it. So I'm hoping to get the guardian temple, the top of a guardian temple built behind me quite quickly. I still don't have a silk touch pick, so I'm not going to be able to put any sea lanterns in there at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get those as and when. I also want to go and catch myself a couple of guardians in boats. I want to get myself a phantom head and some membrane because I've not slept now for several days, if I'm being honest, and there's nobody else on the server, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go out the next time it gets dark and bag myself a phantom's head and some membrane. And I also want to start digging out the Stronghold one chunk farming system because it's time I get myself some food sorted out and get my breeder fired up and working properly. So I've got quite a lot to cram into today, so I guess I'll go and grab myself some prismarine and start building a temple. Brilliant. So I have been able to go out, kill myself a couple of guardians, and I've got enough prismarine and shards to make myself a couple of sea lanterns. So I've got 4 sea lanterns out there, and I think that looks like the top of a guardian temple. I think it's going to look fantastic when we've got some guardians in this. So my next job is to whack this guy. Have you got a trident? No. So my next job is to go out. I think I'm going to go out now while it's dark outside. I'm going to go out and see if I can bag myself a phantom. Or bag myself a phantom's head anyway. So we'll give that a go, shall we? Oh yeah, phantom's head. And I've got some membrane. Fabulous. So when I finally get round to getting myself a pair of elytra, at least I can repair them. Oh, I've got some more. Got a few. They're tough old things, aren't they? They don't have pack a punch. One distracts you and the other one comes in from behind. It's good tactics. Two membranes in a head, that's pretty good so far. And the night is still young. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. I think I'll come out again tomorrow night and have another go at that. We got one head. And we got a couple of membranes. Okay, I've been sat here for a couple of minutes now and I'm a bit worried about phantoms because I'm in a boat and I don't know whether I'll be able to fight them while I'm in a boat. But what I have managed to do, which is pretty cool, is I've managed to bag myself a guardian. So I've been over here and I put a couple of boats down. And there you go, I've caught myself a guardian. I've just whizzed over and named him. I've still got some name tags left over from our trip to the mansion. So I've got a load of name tags with Johnny written on them. So all of my guardians are going to be called Johnny. But I don't care. I don't think they'll mind. And so far I'm phantomless, so hopefully tonight's going to be a good night. So I'm going to sit here a little bit longer and see if I can bag myself a few more guardians. And hope these geezers don't have tridents, otherwise I am in trouble, because if they break my boat I've got a long way to swim. So hopefully I'll see you back here in a second with a few guardians. Right, so I've decided to get this Johnny back to my base, and the beauty of guardians in boats is they'll only shoot at you when they get, you know, when they're at a certain distance. They won't shoot at you when you're really close to them, so it's relatively straightforward to transport these guys about in boats, which is what I'm doing. Don't he look cute? Sat there wagging his tail, helping me out. The only problem being is that once I jump out of my boat and swim off, he's going to be able to shoot me. But I'm just going to have to make sure I'm a little bit too quick for him. And also, I can't have him too close to where I'm working, because if he is, he'll shoot me while I'm working. So if we leave him here, and then make my way back to the Guardian Temple, hopefully I'll have caught another one, and Johnny here, Johnny the fish, is going to be able to sit here and admire the view. Oh, I jumped straight into one of them. Would you Adam and Eve it? Right, back in a minute. Unbelievable, I've managed to come back again, and I've managed to swim straight into a Guardian with, a trident throwing dude. Now I'm determined to get this fella. Excellent. Excellent. That's how you kill him. But I didn't get a trident. But he has destroyed my boat. Which I guess is no biggie. Certainly helps when you've got conduits reasonably close by. So I'm glad we put that conduit in the... Oh, my boat wasn't destroyed. Even better. Right, and we've got a Guardian now. We've got no Guardians. I'll tell you what though, it's brilliant. Now that everything floats in water, if you're short of a bit of ink, just grab yourself a boat and go zooming around the outside of a Guardian temple, because you just pick up loads of ink. Come on, mate. Come on, get to the top. Can you put boats underwater? Go on, swim. Swim up. Let's have you up. Let's have you up to the top. Bit of a stupid tactic that is, isn't it, really? Because they do pack a punch. I think it's going to be a case of just throwing down a load more boats and then waiting to see what happens. But at the moment... Nothing's happening, so I'm going to swim back, hopefully grab myself a dolphin on the way. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Grab myself a dolphin to get there quicker, and I will get the one that we have inside the aquarium. Okay, so what I've done is I've built a column of dirt that leads all the way straight down, because I don't want to release Johnny the fish at the top and then have him hopefully fall straight down, because he could swim off, could do anything. So I've put a column of dirt straight down the middle into the middle of the aquarium, and I'm just going to get Johnny the mad fish into here. Yes, mate. I'm going to get him into here, and then I'll destroy the boat, and eventually... Oh, sorry, mate. Did I put you through the wall? Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to. Grab a couple of blocks so he can't get back out. And then hopefully destroy the boat without killing him. Brilliant. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, let's get down there. Can't get in. Oh, I forgot I blocked that top off. Go the long way round now. There he is. Johnny the mad fish. Hello, mate. So when I've got a few more in there, that is going to look fantastic. BPDorian, thank you. What a great idea. Love it. Right, so I'm going to grab a few more boats now and go back. And you don't hurt yourself, do you, when you're swimming up there? You don't. No, you don't. I've got a beacon, I've got a conduit just over there that is fully loaded. And I was worried that I might cause him damage, but he's clearly outside the radius of the conduit. And he's a lot more active than I thought he would be. Which is a bonus. Okay, so a few more boats and hopefully I can grab myself another guardian. Okay, well I might have gone a little bit OTT on the boats because I've got 13 of them, but hopefully I'll be able to catch a few. I only need 5 or 6. I think 5 or 6 in there would be great. I mean, I've got 7 name tags left, so another 7 in there would be ideal. So I'm going to spam down a few boats and hopefully we'll get lucky. We have got a trident throwing drowned somewhere though. There he is. Maybe I should get away and entice some of the other guys around here with me. So there are a few of them. Go and shoot him. That's it. That's more like it. Right, now let's have a go at you again then. Get myself some water, some air. Come on. You've got to give me a trident. Why can't I pick these up? Okay. Well, let's go back and see if any of my boats have got things in them. Come on, pop up. Pop up in the right places. Come on. Oh, I've got one. I've got one. Right, let's get out of here then. And put a tag on him. Are we going north? Right. Let's get out of here a little way and then jump out and put a tag on him before he despawns. There you go. Hello, Johnny. Right. Fabulous. Back to base. Right, we've got him in there. I don't know how long it'll be before he decides to swim down to the bottom. But he can't get out. And so I'm going to go and grab another one. Well, here we are several hours later, and I've managed to bag myself 8, I believe it's 8. I think there was one in there, and I've already got, and I've got another 7 guardians. So we've got 8 guardians in the Guardian Aquarium, and I am very, very happy with it. I think it looks fantastic. So once again, thank you, BPDorian. I'm going to stick a plaque down like that, inspired by BPDorian. So there you go. There's your aquarium. Thank you very much. And it wasn't a dead loss while I was out there. Right? Obviously, it wasn't a dead loss because I got all of these guardians, but I also managed to get another drownhead, and I also got another 4 insane in the membranes. So I'm never going to be short of being able to fix my elytras now when we finally get into the end and slay that dragon. So that's fantastic. Right, on to do something else. So I'm right down at the bottom of my dungeon now, right down at the bottom of the Stronghold, all the way down to level 5, and I've dug out what's just over, and I mean just over, it's 17 by 17, so it's just over a chunk, and this is where I'm going to build the one chunk farming system. And as normal, I'm going to start at the bottom with a wheat farm because of the rails that I need underneath, which I don't need for the other farms. I'm not going to be building a beetroot farm. I mean, what good is beetroot? Come on! Mojang. You can get red dye from anywhere else, and you can't even feed beetroot to villagers anymore. Anyway, that's my little rant over and done with. So this is the dead centre. All of the drops, all the goodies are going to fall straight down through the middle to here. So I'm going to make a bit of a water chute, because this has got to go over to the corner. I'm having all of the items going up this block here. Now, yes, I could use a bubble column elevator, but I don't want to use a bubble column elevator. I want to use the good old-fashioned item elevator where items travel through solid blocks when they're shot into it using a hopper, using a dropper. So that's what we're going to do. So grab a dropper, and it's going to go here. I'm hoping on the way up to have sort of viewing platforms around, so when you're walking around the Stronghold, every so often you'll walk past a big window and you'll be able to see into one of the farms where the villagers are busily working away. Hopefully. So that like that. Grab a bit of redstone. There and there. There and there and there. So anything now that goes into there doesn't come out. Okay, doesn't come out. Why? Oh, you... Oh, that... Oh. Couldn't have been in a better place, could it, that? Oh. Darn it. There you go. Got around it. Right, okay. That's a problem when you're working right down at bedrock. So that works. So now we need to put in some water in here. A lovely slab. Excellent. So now we're just going to fill that with solid blocks until we get to an area where we can see it, and then I'm going to change that to light grey glass, and you'll be able to see all of the stuff going up. And when you get to the top, when you're at the top of the farm with everything coming up, it's the stuff just flies through. This is brilliant. So now I need to cover the entire floor with a solid block to put the minecart rails on. I'm going to dig that out. I'm just putting that there for the time being so I know where the centre is. So I'm going to lob a floor in and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've put the floor in and I've put the rails down. Now, if any of you have ever seen one of my one chunk tutorials when it comes to rails, I've always had them in a different formation because in the past I've had to have a block above them that's got water in it in order to hydrate the farmland. Because of the update now, we don't need to do that. We can waterlog a stair, so we don't need the block underneath. So the rails don't have to go in a funny sort of zigzag pattern. You'll understand if you've ever seen one of the videos, but this has made it a lot easier now. So the rails just come in through the corner, through the wall here, go all the way around, and then come back down the middle, go back down to the unloading station, which is just here. And when a minecart goes over this rail, it with something in it, it will unpower a torch under there, which will unpower that redstone dust, which will turn off the rail until the minecart is empty. Then it'll go off on its merry way. So if we grab a minecart, now I've not tested it, so I think I might be able to get away with a few less powered rails, but to be honest, I made enough. Got a couple left over, so this should be fine. It looks perfect. So now what I have to do is completely cover all of this with dirt, and then stick in the waterlogged stairs. So I'll do that now. Okay, now we've got that done. I'll stick in these stairs that I'm going to waterlog. Make sure we put them 1, 2, 3. Stick them the right way up, frills. There. I'm hoping that when I waterlog that, it's not going to go all the way through and flood the bottom. I'm pretty sure it won't. So that's now going to hydrate a 4x4 block area around the outside of it. I need to create a temporary infinite water source, which I can do just here. And we'll get rid of that in a second. So I just need to do this all the way around now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Put the torches right in the wrong place. And that should now hydrate all of the farmland, and also the villagers won't be able to fall down in them, so this is brilliant. Brilliant, so now it's just a case of hoeing the ground, and unlike Jax, who's got half a dozen diamond hoes, I've only got steel ones, because I'm not fancy like Jax is. So hopefully these 2 hoes are going to do all of the farmland. Soon find out, won't we? Look at that. One hoe doesn't quite do an entire 1 chunk farm. Maybe I do need a diamond one. Brilliant. So now we've got all that in, I need to plant this with some seed, which I don't have. So I'm going to have to run off and get some seed. Can't go wasting redstone either, can I? But that'll have to wait until later, because I'm afraid we've run out of time again today, everybody. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.